Okay, congratulations. You're doing a great job so far. I'm sure you can see your Bacon account coming together. So let's quickly talk about direct operating expenses and what those are. So I've briefly touched on this in the past, but a direct operating expense really is nothing more than something that you purchase. It's an expense that's directly related to your operations. Now, the way that I like to explain it is it's something you purchase that is not a cost of goods sold. That is, again, directly related to sales. So things that you purchase like forks, knives, spoons, saute pans, things like that, those are not related to sales. Those are capital expenses. Those stay in your restaurant for years and years and years. Now, obviously, there's breakage and stuff, but where this is things like chemicals, paper, plastic, things that you don't actually sell to a customer, but customers are consuming or using on a regular basis. For example, chemicals. The busier a restaurant is, the more chemicals you're going to go through, but you don't sell chemicals to a customer, so it's not a cost of goods sold. Now, certain things that are pretty easy to track here, like I said, are going to be chemicals, gloves, like latex gloves, paper towels, things like that are going to be pretty easy to track. And we've created the janitorial and chemicals account for you. Things that are harder to track are going to be to-go containers. Now, it just totally depends. It doesn't really matter. Some people say to-go containers should go in cost of goods sold. Some people say they shouldn't. Here's my general rule of thumb. If it's something that's used 100% in the recipe, then you might as well put it in a cost of goods sold. For example, if you are a pizza restaurant and you only do pizza to go, 100% of your pizzas go in a to-go box, like Domino's, for example, let's say. You can't go into Domino's and they don't bring you a pizza on a metal tray and you sit down and eat it. Even if you walk into Domino's and buy a pizza yourself that isn't delivered, it is still going in a pizza box 100% of the time. So you might as well put that in cost of goods sold. The other example would be a regular old pizza restaurant where some of it goes to go and some of it is for dine-in. If it's not 100%, then I don't put it in the recipe. So in that situation, the pizza box would be a to-go direct operating expense. That's my rule of thumb. You can do more research on this topic yourself and figure out how you want to do it. You can talk to your accountants and figure that out. But for me, my general rule of thumb is if it's not a non-controllable expense and it's not a cost of goods sold, then chances are it's a direct operating expense. And if it's a direct operating expense, the question is, does it go 100% of the time or not? And in that case, in most cases, they don't. So then things like your to-go containers, your foil, your plastic wrap, right? Foil, plastic wrap, stuff like that. Gloves are going to go here. To-go containers are going to go here. And then janitorial chemicals are going to go here. Hopefully that's helpful for you. In the next video, we're going to show you how to actually enter these.